Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie, and it's W Day featuring Weller and Willett.
But will it taste good?
Grumble, 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 grumble.
Well, the random chooser kind of got it right today. First off, all bourbon, the proof points are actually really similar, should create some interesting matchups. So let's get right to it. Matchup number one on the day, Old Bardstown Estate Bourbon, 101 proof, aged somewhere between 4 and 10 years. I honestly had some trouble finding accurate statistics for this one online. It is from Willett. It sells for about $30. Calumet Farm Single Rack Black 15-year bourbon. It's 105 proof, 15 years aged from Western Spirits, sourced from Barton 1792 Distilling. So we kind of already know what to expect a little bit with that bottle. And by the way, it sells for $130. The gap here, literally $100. So if Old Bardstown stands on its head, this is going to be a really, really fun outcome.
I'm interested because neither one of these bottles have blown my socks off.
Yeah.
Is that a phrase that people say? Blown my socks off?
This bourbon has blown my socks off. Does not sound like a thing people say. All right. Well, that is grassy and lemony.
Sure is. Little kick of spice in there.
There is caramel here.
So much lemon. A lot of earthiness on this one.
Ton of like fresh grass.
I like this nose.
Okay, let's check out
Oh,
glass
sorry,
number
I'm on
2.
2. Yeah.
I'm into it. Okay, well this smells more like bourbon to me.
Lovely. It's kind of funny that they're both bourbon because this does have a bit of a
It strikes me as rye.
weeder rye type nose.
I think that I would probably think that this was a rye if I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's go for it. Wow, it tastes like tea.
Yes.
Holy smokes.
It is still lemony, grassy. It's making my mouth water.
Wow. And this literally tastes like black tea with a hint of lemon.
The mouthfeel is nice here. It clings. There's definitely some nice elements here. All right, let's move on to glass number 2.
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember drinking that before.
No, that is a complete mystery to me.
This tastes a bit tobacco-y. Ooh, I like the finish on this though.
Yeah.
That's nice.
This is lingering. It gets sweeter and more brown sugar and more oaky as you sit with it. There's some chocolate there, some inviting, warm, expected bourbon flavors. This is really gonna come down to what's hitting my palate today.
The finish is lovely. The heat is lovely on this. I'm not gonna say that from a flavor profile standpoint, it hits my palate perfectly, but I can appreciate this drink a lot.
Yeah, there is some spice there. It's not my favorite. It's a little overly spicy, and I think that's like an oak spice, probably from being well aged would be my guess. These are both super unique expressions of bourbon.
I think I need to do some A/B testing just to come up with an answer on these.
Totally agree. Yeah, let's get to that.
Just so different.
So different.
What do people usually say about that Old Bardstown?
Nothing. I've never heard anybody say anything about it.
Perfect. I actually didn't do a lot of A/B testing, but I have my answer.
I do too. I never even went back to glass 2. I know what I'm choosing.
Okay.
You say yours.
So I'm gonna go with glass B. I liked glass A, the tea-ness. It's just, when I'm drinking bourbon, that's not specifically what I want it to taste like.
Right.
Not saying that it's not delicious. I really liked it, but man, glass 2 is delicious.
Yeah, glass 2 is head and shoulders above this one. I will say glass number 1 is a summertime sipper for me. I could see this one coming with us on the road in the van. We're sitting in the hammock. It's
almost
2 in the afternoon. We're ready for something. That's what I want.
It's almost like an iced tea.
Yeah.
And what's funny about that is that I'm not a big iced tea person, but I like hot tea, but not really iced tea, but...
I think you're a hot tea.
Oh boy, let's find out what this is.
All right. We have both chosen...
Glass B.
Looks like a B.
And glass B is Cal Farm, 15.
This whiskey is super unique. So Old Bardstown out of Willett, gone but not forgotten. This is a nice spring and summertime sipper, I think.
Yes, I agree. And I just want to say I'm happily surprised by Cal Farm 15 because when I had it originally, I was like, I think I'm good with this.
That was not a bottle that we cared for. Julie bought that for my birthday
and
this year.
I really enjoyed it today, which makes me happy that it moved forward.
Yeah, this one we didn't even need to drink a lot of to move it forward. And now, by the way, it's still lingering and I'm getting some like butterscotch hanging around. That's maybe that Barton coming around. let's get on to matchup number 2. That's what you've been waiting for. I'm sure of it. I don't know you, but I expect that's what you want today. Okay, so what we've got here, 2 wheated bourbons, 2 strong wheated bourbons at 114 proof and 117.2 proof. We have Kentucky versus Little Rock, Arkansas. We have Buffalo Trace Distillery versus Rocktown Distillery, $50 versus $65. I am so ready for this matchup.
I love it, and I can't believe they're both wheated and they fell in line.
Sometimes
Who
random
knew?
things work out. It's a holiday miracle. Let's get to glass number 1 on the nose.
All right.
Is it just a day for grassy stuff?
I don't know, but this, to me, it smells very vanilla-y, a little caramely, almost a little butterscotchy. I'm not getting a ton of grass on that, but
I'm getting all the things you said plus grass.
oh, nice.
Dark, rich caramel. Dark brown sugar.
It actually smells like dark chocolate to me. It might be a little bitter.
Neither
Wow,
of these smells
very-
overly proofy to me. They both smell very inviting.
It smells a little bit charred oaky.
I'm gonna start sipping on glass 1 here.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Cherries right in the middle. Cherry candy right in the middle of two little humps, I guess.
All right, tell us more about these humps. Pretty spicy, not the most gentle on the palate. It's kind of a wrecking machine.
It's almost like a dried grass or dried hay versus anything that was like that nice smelling, freshly cut lawn.
Yeah, there's something farmy here.
Yeah,
We're back on the farm.
yeah, we are back on the farm.
The thing is, I don't dislike this.
No,
I kind of like every part of it.
I think this is what's going to be so interesting about this tournament is that there's so many bottles in here that I've only literally tried one glass of.
Yeah.
And I don't remember drinking anything like this.
Both, yeah, exactly. I don't remember that at all, and I honestly don't remember the flavor profiles of either one of these. So
Right.
let's get to glass number 2. I'm really, really very curious now.
I would almost say that's a little thin, but it's got a really nice carameliness to it. There's a little bit of chocolate in there, some definite oakiness.
I got just-
some vanilla.
Cherries and milk chocolate, rich milk chocolate. Ooh, there's nothing grassy, nothing bitter,
No.
nothing like that here. That is rich, sweet, lovely. Doesn't hang around as much as the other one.
I have a little ripe fruit on it as well. I almost would say it's not banana, but I would almost say like a ripe banana on the finish.
It is like a real fruit. It's not. It's not like a.
Not artificial.
Not at all. No, that's a word I was trying to come up with. Good job.
Thank you. There is a really nice hint of vanilla in here. I mean, like vanilla bean versus like an extract. Everything in this glass tastes like it tastes more fresh.
Yeah, I think that that's accurate. I want to say that glass 2, and this is just first blush. We haven't gone back and forth at all yet. Glass 2, cohesive, coats nicely. Finish doesn't last as long, but what you do get is really, really pleasant and enjoyable. So I'm interested to go back to glass 1 and see, because there's some astringency, some heat, some unpleasantness there.
Yeah.
I don't know which one is which. I don't have a clue here. I have a guess, but I honestly, I don't even think I want to say it out loud, because the likelihood that I'm right is not great.
I could take a guess, but if you watched last year, I was wrong 90% of the time.
At least 90% of the time. I'm going back to glass 1. Here we go. Ooh, glass 1 is giving me some creme brulee notes now. Still a little bit grassy, which is a weird combo, but
I'm getting your little creamy creme brulee a little bit.
a little burnt sugar on the top, the caramelized sugar, that creaminess on the palate and the flavor of it. Vanilla. There's more coming out here now. This is actually,
I'm gonna say that
I like this a lot better than I did the first time around.
this matchup makes me a bit nervous
Why is that?
because I know there's a Weller full proof in here.
I honestly, I don't remember really thinking that either one of these bottles was fantastic when we first tried it. So I liked them both, but this is an interesting matchup. This is, again, super unique, totally different profiles. It's gonna come down to experience and personal preference here.
Well, while you're thinking it over, I am ready, actually. You're usually always waiting for me.
Holy cow.
I know. Do you want me to tell you where I'm going?
You might as well. I'm gonna keep weighing these things side to side, because I really am enjoying both of them. And the longer I sit with them, the more I dig into them here. I went from one, and now I'm looking at the other. I'm very undecided here.
So I am all in on glass number 2.
I had a feeling you would be.
There's just a little something about glass 1 that doesn't hit my profile right. There's a little bit of bitterness in there. I don't like to struggle through drinking anything. In glass 2, I mean, just the flavor profile, everything about it just kind of sings to me. So I'm moving forward with that. But I'm actually very curious where you're going to go with this, because I can see how you would be very attracted to glass number 1.
So the grassiness is not my favorite
Right.
for glass number 1, but there is a cloying sweetness that builds on glass number 2. The deeper I get into that glass, the less I like it.
So drum roll, are you ready?
I am. Glass number 2 to me is that person you see on the subway that you see him a lot, and he's not, you're not on a first name basis with him.
But you just head nod and wave, maybe?
Yeah. You're happy to see him. You give him a wave. He gets off at his stop. He gives you a wave back. It makes you feel good for a second, but then he's gone and he's out of your mind.
Yeah.
That's glass 2 for me.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the finish dissipates, it's gone, and to be fully blunt about it, it's not very interesting to me, at least not to my palate. This one strikes me as having such a unique character. It has so much happening that it's like an old friend. You can sit and talk with it, and when they leave, you think about it for a while, and it sticks with you on the finish, so it's hard to forget. So
I like it. Good rationale.
I like glass number 1 a lot. I think that these are both absolutely phenomenal glasses of whiskey. I'm so happy we have both of them, and I can't wait to find out what they are, because when this tournament's done, one of them is going to be my winter friend here. So let's find out. I've got glass number 1 here. It's letter B.
And I went 2, and that's letter A, so that's good.
All right.
At least we put them in the right order.
So we split.
Mine is the Weller Full Proof.
Oh, look at that.
I know. And you are the Rocktown. And you know what? I'm not surprised, but I'm actually pleasantly happy, because I did not really like the Rocktown. I was a little not irritated, but I can't believe you're buying that when we were there. But you and Trev liked it so much that I was like, whatever, you're all in. And now you moved it forward.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, and hang in there, because every day is a little bit weirder than the last around here.
Totally.
And we never know what's going to happen. We honestly don't. So thank you for joining us, and from wherever we are,
To wherever you are.
cheers.
Cheers, everyone.